Catholic Charities of Baltimore is an organization that serves children and families, people living in poverty, individuals with intellectual disabilities, immigrants, and seniors. Their services address immediate needs as well as support and preparation for independence and full lives. With compassion and a standard of excellence second to none, they continue a legacy of a charity that began with the establishment of the Catholic Church right in Baltimore in 1792. As an organization, they serve 160,000 individuals and families, with the support of 23,000 selfless volunteers, 15,000 generous donors, and a staff of over 2,000 employees. The individual I interviewed was Scott Becker for the Catholic Charities of Baltimore. He is the current Chief Financial Officer. In general, he oversees a department of 50 accountants responsible for all of the general financial topics, except for procurement and purchasing. Most of their time, however, is focused on accounting, financial reporting, and budgeting. On the day-to-day, Mr. Becker works with 5 senior managers who supervise the accounting group and keep him apprised of issues, problems, concerns, etc. Whenever an issue arises or is brought to his attention, he makes a plan to handle the problem on a timeline. He and the managers communicate daily as to the progress of those solutions. This procedure is cyclical in nature, and he said it works very well as long as the communication is a constant stream. In the organization, they need 50 accountants because they have more than 80 programs, each of which have multiple budgets. To staff all of these programs, they've employed over 2,000 people. Upon arriving at that number, he chuckled and said that they all get paid through the payroll function, which is a substantial process. In addition, for all of their events, they write over 37,000 checks to vendors each year through their accounts payable function. All in all, the transaction volumes are quite significant. When I asked about what part of the job do people not expect him to deal with in his position, he replied with, "I handle a lot of personnel matters, which I have learned is a normal part of the executive's life." Other dealings of his position include reporting to the ACC's executive director, keeping him informed of important financial matters, and discussing long-term strategies of the agency. They meet monthly to review financial results and identify trouble spots that need to be addressed to ensure fiscal stability. Other frequent meetings he has are with the board of directors and its various committees, such as executive, financial, investment, risk oversight, and audit committees. The board and its committees are comprised of volunteer business leaders who are ultimately responsible for the governance of the agency on behalf of the stakeholders. He and his team also spend a lot of time supporting other parts of the organization, helping them with financial advice and support to ensure that they can meet their individual financial goals and objectives. Consulting for other departments keeps the organization flowing on the same page. He believes that this collaborative effort is integral to the success of the organization. Overall, he enjoys working for the Catholic Charities of Baltimore and considers his team the best at what they do.